I would just say that look, Jim is a extremely smart. Since he's been in charge over there, it's 16 years. They've spent about upwards of $35 million to develop the technology. They own the two of the only patents ever issued. Number one, to change your mental state on command. Number two is to reset your autonomic nervous system. Your nervous system is really where it all starts and ends. You're stressed or you're relaxed and focused. And Jim is I've been with him a couple of years now. A friend of mine referred me to Jim to help grow his company, just give him some really good advice. Been 2 years. And I really am a proponent, a strong of all you people who are now experiencing the mind-boggling change your state on command. Just think about it. Why did it take so long? Why did I learn this at 70? Why didn't anybody tell us at 20? So change your mental state on command. You're all competitors. You're all doers. You're here tonight. You're building a business. I mean, look, if somebody could say to you, hey, you can download this app, put on this pair of headphones, and change your mental state to one of 6 mental states. And then when you get tired in the afternoon, if a little bit, you need a pump up, take the power nap. It's 20 minutes, which is the equivalent of 2 hours of sleep. You've got the focus. Anybody who's out there, when you're at your office or your desk or at home or whatever, put the headphones on. I see Craig, you got yours on. You put the focus tracks on. The focus tracks just draw. Your brain just becomes so much more optimized. You get so much work done. It's just like, oh, crazy. And then when I went to 2 years ago after meeting Jim, and he called me up and he said, hey, you're not using, the app, the sleep app. And I said, Jim, I sleep like a rock. And he goes, Dave, do me a favor tonight, put the speaker by the bed, tell your wife, that she would like it too, because I told her, I said, hey, my wife's not going to let me do that. And she did. I asked her, we both turned it on that night. And in the morning I woke up, I looked at her and she goes, wow, that was amazing. So Jim has just been, I introduced Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup for the Soul, to him. Mark's been an advisor to the company. Jay Abraham, if you want, go to the associate site. I did a post today on Jay. Jay is one of the most profound business people that helps companies. Companies call him to help them grow their company, get out of trouble, increase the revenue. This man says the most compelling quote I think I've ever seen, backed up by the amount of companies in the tens of billions of dollars that he's made from them all. He's a NuCalm advisor and a lover of NuCalm. Just like Tony Robbins, the FBI, the CIA. I mean, just to end it there, Adam, I firmly believe when everybody comes to me and they go, oh, I use this and this is, I got this technology and this science I think is better. I just go, look, we have the only 2 patents ever issued to change your mental state on command to one of 6 programs and to reset your your nervous system, which is your stress machine, hopefully not. And then I go, and the unpaid endorsements, I give them the list. And I go, what else do you need to try? What else do you need to see to get on board? Unpaid endorsements. Tony Robbins and some other people. Let me just read one of these. This is a lieutenant colonel, U.S. Army Special Forces, and head of human performance for the FBI hostage rescue team. NuCalm has unequivocally been one of the most effective stress mitigation, sleep improvement, and general wellness recovery modalities we offer to our population as an enhancing tool to our HPO programs. It has met with resounding positive feedback and almost immediate results. That man goes under stressful situations. We hope we never get as stressed as these guys do. And your testimonial, Craig's testimonial, everybody, I just say that when you get that type of endorsement, when you get that type of product, when you have that type of investment, it's time to get on board.
Well, hey, I'm really excited about Super Saturday coming up. We're going to be launching NuCalm to the world. And again, this is the only company in direct sales that has ever had a digital health product like this, that for certainly that I can remember. And I've been in the industry for quite a few years. And there's not going to be this Me Too situation. And I think you're speaking to that with it being the only patented product like it of its kind for those things. Gone will be the days of, my pill, patch, potion, whatever, glutathione is better than yours, because you're offering something that nobody else will be able to offer. And the fact that we'll be able to be open in over 100 countries, soon to be, 170, 180 countries, really from the very beginning. We're already set up to pay commissions in all those countries. You're going to be launching a brand new standalone, marketing portal and website for this NuCalm system. And I just don't see, I just don't see how this is not going to be going viral really, really quickly. I just can't imagine that it's not.
Yeah, Adam, if we all just keep the focus on helping people help themselves, touch as many people as possible, as many referrals as possible, we have a chance to do something just amazing and also make a living from it and help our families and everybody else. And, but when you asked me that last question, the first one, and hey, look, Jim, I've been there 2 years helping him out, and just advising and guiding and introducing him to people. He's an absolute incredible human being. He has a twin brother, David, that's in the business with him. They tried some other companies like ours along the way. They were trying to work with two of them when I met them a couple of years ago. And I just, sat back and watched. They fell apart, never got launched. So over that 2-year period with Social X, I always thought I got at the right time. It wasn't the right time. And then now, 2 years later, Stu and I laugh about it. And it's like, Dave, what did you do for 2 years? Jim and I helped Jim, and I'm with Social X, but I'm giving Jim some advice. I'm introducing him to people because his product is so profound. It's so compelling. It's so inexpensive. So anyway, so when it came time, I picked up the phone and I called Jim and I just said, hey, Jim, it's time. I want to introduce you to Stu. And Stu, he immediately, like everybody, fell in love with Stu as a passionate or compassionate or, person and individual. And we talked about all of you out there, people coming back to Social X, people in Social X, leading teams, I said, Jim, you've never seen anything like this. Just watch. This is an integratable, honest, group of people. It's a special group. And the honesty and integrity is what makes it So to end on that one there is talk to Stu. I said, Stu, how about a product that can change an industry? How about being that company that you, you have no product formulations? It's not a supplement. It's there's no bottles or that you have to buy to package them that you have to buy from parts unknown around the world. And wait a second, it's there's no warehouse. There's no warehouse. There's no product cost. Jim's already put that in and built it. And when you go around the world, you don't have to register and go through such the rigmarole that some countries put you through. And we both looked at each other honestly on a webinar and just were like, oh my gosh. So all of you out there, I just think this is the best. It's honest, it's straightforward, it's to the point. You either see it, feel it, or help others do the same. But I share with you, do it right. Get the headset. I'm kind of running around and I cut corners and Jim on this, and Jim's like, Dave, get the headset, get a quality headset, put it on. Yeah, Craig, you're holding your JBL up, and put it on. Get the speaker, put it next to your bed. Get the eye mask. So it was 6 months before I got the eye mask. I thought I just closed my eyes and that was my eye mask. And then I have a couch right here behind my, that's not really the water behind me, right? Of course you know that. But my couch, and my wife is the one who's on the inner tube out there, but there's a couch behind me. And I put the headset on and I put the mask on one day and sat on my couch in my office. And all of a sudden I put power nap on and I just slid back, my head leaned back, and I was asleep. It was like 4 minutes. I mean, it was just like, come home. so anyway, so for everybody out there, it's there's a serious side to this impact. And one of our people, or every once in a while somebody calls me and says, what will it do for somebody who has bad hearing? And what if you get the right headset, it can potentially work for those people. And people who have other issues, remember, these are frequencies, right? So it's not the music that's on top of them is just window dressing. The science is right there. And so I just share with you is, do it right. And it's amazing what you can accomplish. Focus. At the focus track, one of the 6, look on the app. So deepest sleep is amazing. Deepest sleep, there's two sleeps. There's deep sleep, and then there's deepest sleep plus. Deepest sleep, it has the rescue track on the first 20 minutes, so you de-stress while you're lying there in bed. It de-stresses you. It gets rid of the stress so that you can have a restful sleep. And if you don't have a lot of stress, then you use the deep sleep, because it just doesn't have the rescue track. There's some beautiful things. But one last one, I'll turn it back to you, Adam, is so focus. Focus is you put a headset on while I'm sitting here and you're sitting here watching me. You put the headset on while you're working during the afternoon or something. And you use it while you work. And your brain just functions. It's just like boom, wham. It's just like top speed. I mean, clarity, ideas, creativity. So understand that at sleep, your frequency is for restful sleep has to come all the way down to like 0.5 hertz. So remember, when change your mental state on command, you're all jacked up. Once you do the deepest sleep plus and you're sitting there, boom, it's got to take you all the way from 30 or 40 hertz down to 0.5. And then for rescue recovery, rescue is, I would do rescue every day. I do it every day. And you don't have to do it for a long time, 20 minutes and get the face mask and do it. But that's 4 to 7 hertz. It brings you up. The creativity, if you want to go to flow state, that's 12 hertz, 8 to 12. And then focus, the one I talked about, to get your brain really rolling and you're working and you're just charging, that's 15 to 20 hertz. So all the time, when I say we change our mental state on command, that's what we're doing in your brain. And then high intensity, Tony Robbins, who Adam mentioned, that's all the way up to 39 to 41 hertz. So boom, we're going, taking you from here to here. What happens with us is we're all jacked up or we're thinking about something. We go to sleep at night and wait a second, to get you to sleep in a deep sleep, I got to get you down to 0.5 to 4 hertz. But you're up at 35 hertz. Just imagine, in the palm of your hand is your brain. You can change your mental state finally on command in minutes. So